Welcome to Phil Gordon's podcast from the 2005 World Series of Poker, brought to you by ExpertInsight.com. Phil is co-host of Bravo's Celebrity Poker Showdown, a two-time World Poker Tour champion and noted author. For more insight into the mind of a true poker champion, visit www.expertinsight.com.
All right, it's Thursday afternoon, and we are here for day two of the $1,000 buy-in no limit hold'em tournament with Rebuys. We've got 35,800, average is 67,000. There are 34 players remaining. Play will resume in about 15 minutes or so. Feel very good about my chances, despite not getting much sleep last night. Finally got home at about 4 o'clock in the morning, and had to wake up at about 10. It's a very tough schedule, but with first place at 600,000, somehow I think I'll find some energy to play and play well. I love my table. I don't think there's much real competition there, and a bunch of people making some fundamental mistakes. Should make it pretty easy if I can pick up a couple of hands. The big mistakes that they're making at the table are moving in large amounts of money before the flop without great hands. And of course, the only real strategy to combat that is to sit back and wait for them to make a big mistake. Certainly willing to gamble, and I don't know, we'll see what happens. Get out to the table. All right, we are just minutes now, 4 minutes from the start of the tournament here with Annie Duke. Annie, how many chips do you have?
I've only got like 28 something.
But you're still in. That's the...
No. Listen, I had 3,000 at the dinner break and got it all in with Ace Queen against Ace King. I feel like I'm on a free roll.
Yeah, well, you are, for sure. And we're already guaranteed prize money, right?
Listen, considering I went off for 6 times in rebuys, I'm already in profit.
You're really in this event for 6,000?
Yes.
Did you play fast and reckless?
No, not at all. I for the first 6 hours of this tournament, I looked at 10-3 offsuit every hand. So yeah. I am so, like I say, I had 3,000 at dinner break. I am so thrilled to even still have chips at 30 whatever players.
So you're down to, you got to essentially about 8 big blinds.
Yeah, I'm going to have to be moving in and try to double up.
Tell us what your strategy is with 8 big blinds.
Well, my strategy is that when I if I'm first act and I have a reasonable hand, particularly late position, I'm going to move in and try to, because there's a lot of money in the blinds and the ante. And, if somebody raises in front of me and I have a premium hand, I'm just going to move in. They're probably going to be forced to call. And once I double up, then I can start playing again.
What I try to think about with 8 big blinds is I'm certainly willing to take a 50-50.
Absolutely. And
right. I don't mind at all.
The reason why I went in with the Ace Queen yesterday was because it was a situation where I really thought I was going to be racing. And I'm perfectly happy to take a race. And last night, Robert Williamson was in a similar situation. He got it in with Ace King suited against Queens. And, I would take that spot.
Yeah. The thing that people need to realize, like the average stack size right now is maybe 25 to 30 big blinds.
Right.
So at 8 big blinds, you're 2 double ups from getting even with the field.
Exactly.
Right. So, but at 5 big blinds, you're almost 3 double ups from getting even. So it's really important when you have about 8 big blinds to go ahead and take your shot.
Yep.
It gives you your best chance at coming back and making a significant difference in the tournament.
I'm going to be so happy to take a race right now.
Yeah. Well, good luck, and I know everyone's rooting for you. We'll catch up with you at the
all right. Well, good luck to you too, Phil. All right. Hopefully, Annie. We'll both get there 1-2, right?
Here we go. We played 2 hands at the table, and the madness continues. On the very first hand, someone moved in for 35,000 with King Jack suited and got called by Ace King and doubled the guy up for 25,000. Very next hand, under the gun, raises 70,000 with 2 9s and gets called by Ace Queen and won the hand with 2 9s. So this is going to be an all-in fest. I just got to sit back and wait for them to make a mistake. All right, we're down to 27 players. I doubled up on the last hand before we combining down to 3. 2 10s in the small blind. Everyone folded to me. I moved in for 20,000, and Hoyt Corcoran's on my left called me with King 8. Flopped an 8, turned to flush draw, but my 10s held up. I'm up to about 42,000. We are now changing tables. I'm losing some of the players at my table, unfortunately. But still a lot of weak players at the table. With only 27. I've got about 40, Annie. 42. With only 27 players left, the average is somewhere around 80. I've got still about half, but going to continue to just play my game. That's all you can do. It's about time for me to pick up a hand. All right, we are just minutes away from restarting. We're down to 25 players. I've got 52,000 in chips. I made a very, very big play on the last hand. I was the button. The big blind in this case has not showed up today. His daughter had a graduation or something. It's very strange. He's just obviously not here, and they're blinding him off. But one of our chip leaders made it 9,000, and I thought that he was just raising because the big blind wasn't here, and I had about 38,000, and I moved in on him with a 7-5 offsuit. Looks like a strange play, but it's very difficult for a guy to call 30,000 more without a really good hand. Even if he calls me with ace king there, with the money in the pot, I'm about 38% to win with 7-5, so I don't really mind him even calling. I'm getting about the right price with the blinds and the antes, and I really needed the chips. So with that hand, I stole about half my stack. I had 38,000 before. I've got 52,000 now, and that was really the only time during the tournament that I've taken a really significant risk with a sub-premium hand, and it paid off. Perfect timing. Up to 52,000, anything can happen. All right, this is fun now. We got 12 people left. Hold on one sec. We got 12 people left. Blinds are going up to 3,000 and 6,000. I have pinched my way all the way up to 165,000, which is still slightly below average. A lot of big stacks at the table, but we're playing 6-handed poker at both tables, which requires you to play a little bit faster than you normally would. When we get down to 10 players, if that happens, if I'm lucky enough to still be here, we're going to combine down into a single 10-handed game until we get down to the final 9. That's the televised table. I feel great. Couple of hands during that level. I'm playing very tight. I've got about 42,000 left. I got ace king in the small blind. The guy moves all in for 60,000, and I decide to call. Easy call, actually. And he turns over 2 6s, and the board was jack 10, 9, 3, and the river brought an ace. I doubled up, felt great. It got me to about 90,000, and then from there, I've been playing some poker, stealing some blinds, stealing some pots. I did pick up aces one time, finally, against Tony Cousineau, who limped in. Very strange. I made it 15, and he called. And I took the pot from him after the flop. But all in all, I'm very, very pleased with where I'm at. I've got a good table. I got good reads at each of the players. And I think I've got the right image to make a significant move here and make it down to the final 9. Already guaranteed 25,000, so this is a very good performance thus far. The only time I've been all in with the worst hand in the entire tournament was with that ace king versus 2 6s. So back to the tables. Blinds are going to be 3,000 and 6,000. All right, guys, we're down to 10. We eliminate one more before we go to the final table. Actually, we're at the final table now, but one more before the TV table. I got about 140,000. Last hand before the break, I had 2 kings in the small blind, and yeah, let's take a 5-minute break, guys. Talk fine. We need to take a little 5 minutes.
Hey, do it, Jack. You mind? It's okay with you?
5 minutes, yeah, absolutely.
No, but then we play. We don't take dinner break, hour and a half. We play until
we only got to break one more guy.
We give you guys a 5-minute break right now. 55 minutes. When we come back, we're going to play all the way down to one person's gone.
That's it.
Great. Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so we're officially on break. 5 minutes. With only 100,000 in chip, well, I had about 170,000, and the short stack on my right, very, very good player, had just taken a brutal beat. Everyone folded in. He had 40,000, and I told myself if he moved in, I would call him with any ace. He moved in on me. I called him with ace 4 suited. He had queen 10. The board came 7, 10, 10, or so I was drawing dead. That really hurt me, though. I was down to about 110, and then I won about a $40,000 pot right before the break, right before we lost our 11th player, with pocket kings in the small blind. On the short stack in the tournament, more or less, everyone folded. We're playing 5-handed. Folded to a tight aggressive, to a very loose player, who raised it to 20,000, and I decided just to smooth call from the small blind. I really wanted the flop to come like jack 7-3, and I'm going to check, and he's going to move all in, and I'm going to bust him. Unfortunately, the board came ace queen 10, which is like pretty much the worst flop possible for me. I checked, and he checked behind me. The turn came a jack, which was a fantastic card. It gave me a straight. Once again, I checked and he checked, and the river came blank. No, I got the best hand possible. I bet 19,000, and he thought for a little while and paid me off. So I've got about 150. I'm feeling very good. We got to eliminate one player. There are a couple of shorter stacks than me at the final table. I'm guaranteed 24,000 right now. Ninth place, however, pays 44,000. But in these situations, I don't really even think about that. I'm just thinking about the bracelet. If I make the final table here, it'll be my fourth final table at the World Series, but I have yet to win a bracelet, so this is a very good shot. All right, more, if I bust out in 10th, I'll be very disgusted, but I'll still bring you more, and definitely more when we get down to the final 9. All right, I made the final table. I have 91,000 in chips. I believe I'm the second short stack at the table, but the blinds are only 3 and 6,000, so it's not that bad. I've got about almost half an average stack. Feel great about making the final table. I'm guaranteed 44,000. I'm off to have a nice dinner with some friends and get a good night's sleep, because I certainly didn't sleep well last night. Just really, really nice to be performing well. And I'm going to bring you hand-by-hand action from the final table tomorrow, and hopefully give you some insight on what goes on there at the final table. Should be very exciting. It is a televised tournament on ESPN, and hopefully I'll last more than just a few hands. All right, this is Phil Gordon, and I'll see you at the final table tomorrow. Thanks for downloading my World Series of Poker podcast. Tune in every day for more insight and fun from the Rio in Las Vegas. This is Phil Gordon. For more information, visit my website, www.expertinsight.com.